Welcome back to the Acoustic Shop channel. I am John, here today with Jeremy. Why are we here today?
So glad to be here today to talk about this beautiful guitar.
We're going to talk about guitars. That's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about this Thompson quadruple O Brazilian Rosewood guitar.
One of a kind.
That's what we're going to do. We are back with another amazing Thompson guitar, Jeremy.
They just keep rolling in.
That's right. This was actually really special. Before we get into all the details on this, I do want to encourage you to please like and subscribe to this channel. This way you can hear all about every one of the videos we do and get to listen to us ramble on about all the instruments we love.
And we like to brag about how many subscribers we have so you could make that difference when we go to the next party.
Right now.
We go to the next party and I say, guess what? I've got 51 followers on subscribers on YouTube. You could be number 51, so thank you so much.
That's right.
No, but you will be notified about all the new reviews we do, and we do some special content, some instructional videos are coming your way. So be a part of the channel.
Really would love it if you guys interact with us too. Put the comments down below. We get a chance to kind of answer some questions, and even if you like to talk about how mean and rude Jeremy is, I actually enjoy that.
Quite a bit of that, apparently.
That's my favorite.
I need to work on my attitude a bit. The cool thing about YouTube is it's not like your TV where you can yell at the TV and they can't respond. You can yell at us here and we will respond to you. So be sure and put it in the comments below. And this is interactive right here.
That's right. As always, we do have a complete performance with the instruments that we're holding right now. In fact, in this case, a performance with this here Thompson guitar.
We played a song. I don't know about performance.
It's on another video with a link down below. And there is also a link to be able to skip all of the ramblings and talking about the specs and all that kind of stuff, because there is a tone sample of this guitar at the very end of this video. Now that we have got that all out of the way,
all the
Jeremy,
legalese is out of the way.
The legalese. We were talking about a Thompson guitar here. This is a very cool piece right here because it is a little bit different, even for what they would normally expect. You all know, big fan of Thompson guitars here at the Acoustic Shop. We love what they do. We love their builds. They're incredibly built guitars. Just magnificent. And the quadruple O has been a new one for us. We haven't had very many in. We've had, I think, 3 now. But
that's 4 O's in case you're not.
It is bigger than a triple O or OM, not quite as big as a dreadnought. And this one is super unique in that, one, it is Brazilian rosewood. Absolutely stunning Brazilian rosewood. It has a gorgeous sunburst on it. It has a great torch. This has their Regency torch with bloodwood. Jeremy, bloodwood.
I know, it's like bloody red wood in there.
Bled all over it. It's really
the wood did.
Crazy. Anyway, it has that. But here's what's really unique about this one. It is a ½ inch thinner in depth than a standard quadruple O by Thompson specs. And I don't know why necessarily it was done that way, but I will tell you this. It actually is extremely comfortable. This is a thinner body, so now that it is this bigger overall body shape with that 16-inch lower bout, like a dreadnought, it actually is way more comfortable because it has a much thinner depth.
It looks real thin right here at the neck. Like the heel of the neck is the width of the body of the guitar almost. It's pretty impressive.
It's pretty small, yeah. So very comfortable to play, and I was very skeptical on how it was going to sound because of that, because we have played a couple of the Quad O's. They are big sounding guitars.
Surprisingly.
They are really big sounding guitars. So I was worried with that limited depth that it wouldn't have as much power, wouldn't have as much overall warmth. Guess what? I was wrong. And I think a lot of that has to do with the Brazilian rosewood. But I mean, listen to this thing.
Got some depth to it.
Where I really find it surprising is in the high end. I like this guitar a lot because of the high end is very round.
Articulation, if you will, won't you?
Especially with that extra right there.
You know how to work up the neck, all right. No, it does. It has a lot of clarity up there that I think you're getting from that smaller depth of the body, but also I think that lower bout of it just gives it that fullness.
Round, punchy tone. Yep. Gorgeous sunburst, fully bound fretboard on this. Another unique characteristic that is not normal for most people looking for Quad O's, but there are a lot of you out there, is an 1 11/16 nut width. So that's kind of a little bit of a surprise too. Again, I don't know necessarily who this was built for and why the change, but I know it made its way into our
Custom
store.
options were added to this, and somehow it ended up at our shop, which I'm glad it did. It's a very cool and unique guitar. Really, it is a one of a kind. I don't think they plan on building another one like this.
Not that I know of.
Not in the works unless you
custom ordered it, of course.
It also has that strip on the center strip on the back. What do they call that? The
That is
Many
actually
Nations,
Flags of Many Nations backstrip. That is actually very common for Brazilian rosewood guitars. Most of the models that will have their Brazilian rosewood guitars will have that Flag of Many Nations backstrip. It's got a multicolor. It's very beautiful, very classy looking.
That book matching on this Brazilian is also just gorgeous. It just has that slightly lighter sapwood in it. It just really stands out. A lot of Brazilian can be pretty dark, and it's like dark on top of dark.
Dark, yeah.
So you don't really see some of that really nice character in it. And this one, I think they found.
I like that they did put some
set.
color to it. You know, like you said, there's some builders that put a lot of darkness to it and just kind of wash out the big low end. But this one still has a lot of figuring, a lot of character in the Brazilian rosewood. Again, spectacular set. They're picking out great woods, picking out everything there. So run one more time through these specs on this guitar because it is a quadruple O body with a 1/2 inch shallower depth than their standard models. Adirondack spruce top, Brazilian rosewood sides and back, ebony bridge and ebony fretboard in a drop-in saddle. Now there is some people liking the slot throughs, but most of the characters are using most of the characters are
Those characters out there building their
weird.
guitars.
Putting in drop-in saddles, and here's why it is much easier to put a pickup in this, which this would definitely be a great one to put a pickup in as well. So easier to do that with the drop-in saddles. Bound fretboard, bound peg head. I do love the Ivoroid buttons on this, and like I said, 1.11/16 nut width at the nut. So there you go.
What is the
Inlay pattern?
marking on
It
there?
has their own little. This is actually cool. I'm glad you brought that up. Okay. Good job, Jeremy. This has our diamonds with the blood red or the bloodwood inserts inside there. It's a very thin diamond shape with red inside there, wood inlay. So it's like inlay inside your inlay. There you go, Thompson's quadruple O Brazilian here. We'll get a little tone sample of it and see what y'all think.
And we really appreciate you guys watching that video. It was my favorite one we've made so far. We've done hundreds of videos, and that was the best one.
It was.
And the next one's going to be even better. If you'd like to see that, be sure you subscribe to this channel. And also, the more you comment and interact below, the more the YouTube algorithms pick it up and start pushing it out to other people, like-minded people.
Algorithms?
Algorithms, they're everywhere. They permeate the internet, and YouTube's got one. And it watches our videos, and it sees how much you comment, and then it pushes us to other people like you. And we want everyone to experience the Acoustic Shop world, where we talk about instruments, we do reviews, we got some fun videos coming up. We thank you guys so much for being a part of it, and we'll see you in the next video.